I really fell in love with comedy.
I love that. Beautiful.
Like in love, like it's in my heart.
Oh my God, I love it.
You're listening to the Spiritual Shit Show podcast with Suzanne Soul, episode 72. Hey, you guys! Welcome to the Spiritual Shit Show podcast, where we get into the wild ass ride the healing and spiritual awakening journey can be. I'm your host, Suzanne Soul, comedian, lifelong spiritual student, and I'm sharing some of the awesome shiz I've learned along my journey that has helped me and that I hope helps you too. Well, welcome to part 3 of my conversation with the funny, wise, and talented Mike Knight, Chicago-based comedian and podcaster. If you're just joining us, Mike is a Chicago-based comic and host of the Real R.A.P, Regular Ass People podcast, and co-host of A Professor and a Comedian Walk Into a Bar, a show out of Northwestern University, and a real swell guy. In part 3, Mike and I talk shap about comedy and creativity and dig into what it means to be authentic in our work and how to bring our actual self on stage when fear and anxiety are very much a part of the whole thing. How presence and honesty shape his performance and what it looks like to stay grounded whilst doing work that is both vulnerable and hilarious. And we talk about what's next for Mike as a comedian. Let's get into it, shall we? Mike, are you there? It's me, Suzanne.
And if you start to pander to us or ask us for acceptance,
or get mad. I've seen some comedians get pissed off at the audience.
Turn on us,
forget it. You're done.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
So just keep your feet moving, keep talking, and then that way, all right. Wasn't funny, but kept his feet moving, kept going, kept talking. I respect you. Hey, you stuck in there? Keep at it.
Yeah, and what I'm hearing is the audience will meet you where you're at.
We'll meet you where you're at.
Just be where you are authentically, and they will go there.
One of the worst things you can do is some variation of, oh, well, that joke killed in Akron.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, it is. And when you start to, and there's a comic up there that's kind of now starting to berate the audience.
Yes.
You're like, how many, I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Exactly. And I'm not and who am I? I'm nobody to judge anybody's, the way they make their donuts. But when somebody acknowledges that it's a joke, that disappoints me as an audience member.
Oh, yes.
Because there's a part of me, I know there's no rabbit in the hat.
Right.
I know you didn't disappear and reappear.
Right.
I know you didn't make the Statue of Liberty, put on overalls. But when I'm watching, I'm suspending disbelief.
Right.
I know Arnold Schwarzenegger's not a metal robot that traveled through time.
Like they'll say, this is a joke, or that was a joke?
Yeah, like when somebody says, I told that joke yesterday at the thing. It's like, oh, you're telling me it's magic.
Okay, exactly.
Like, I'm a magician, you're a magician, I know it's magic.
Right.
Don't tell me, though.
That's great.
Let me just believe.
Yes.
Let me just believe that you made a rabbit magically appear in your hat. And that's just a tidbit.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. And it's almost like you're projecting onto the audience your own insecurity.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Mm-hmm. There's something about them that I don't like about me.
Right. Yeah, they're reflecting something back about myself that makes me
and I'm
feel
like,
insecure.
oh no,
yeah.
yes, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, that's why I don't like it.
Yeah.
Oh, you put a piece of the puzzle together in my head for me.
I was talking with my guest that I recorded here with yesterday, and we were talking about when you're putting something out there, and it flops or whatever, because we all have that, to the embarrassment. Oh yeah. And we kind of came to this understanding where it's like, it's really only a conversation I'm having with myself, because no one else remembers what happened tomorrow, maybe 5 minutes from now.
Sure.
People think about us a lot less than we think they think about us.
Yes.
So the relationship to the embarrassment is between us and ourselves.
Yes.
So I thought that was like, that's kind of liberating.
It is. That same movie, Terminator, I was just talking about, a line that stuck with me since 1980 something. It's in the very beginning. Sarah Connor is working her job. She's a waitress. She's having the worst day imaginable, right? And she's serving this table. A little kid takes his scoop of ice cream and dumps it in her waitress apron, right?
Yes.
And she's just like, oh, the humanity. She's walking away, and her friend at the job goes, hey, look at her like this. 100 years from now, nobody's going to care.
Yeah.
And I always heard that, and then one day it just snapped at me, and I was like,
yeah.
That is absolutely the truth.
Yeah. The narrative is between us and ourselves.
Us and ourselves.
100
minutes from now, nobody's going to care.
Yeah.
So I'm putting a lot more weight on it
right.
than I should be.
It's the meaning that we're making from whatever's occurring. And it's like someone could say something to us because they were in a shitty mood and they didn't even think about it. And then we think it's a reflection of ourselves.
Yes.
And it's like, not that we don't want to take feedback, like from people we know and love and trust and people who have wisdom and reflect on it. But as far as being like, I'm this and I'm that and I'm doing terrible because they said this, and it's like, and they're like, I just had a really bad headache. And it was just kind of
it just so happened, yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy to forget that everybody's a star of their own movie.
Yes, that's right. That is correct.
You know how many times I'm on the highway and somebody tosses me the middle finger, blows their horn at me, and I'm like, I don't remember any of them anymore. Not a single one of them. But at that moment,
my God.
I could have.
You're like, we're going to war.
I could have thrown a recycling bin at them and been fine. And it's done. It's over with.
Yes.
They're off living their life somewhere.
Right.
Haven't thought about it since then. Neither have I.
Neither have you. Right.
But in that moment.
Right. Triggered.
We're going to war.
I'm losing it.
And how many people take even just that one moment, a middle finger or a horn honk, and now I see them in my phone making the worst decisions possible, changing their life.
Yes.
Like some people can't regulate that. I mean,
in that moment, that is, when people, they're so triggered and they act from it. And then they ruin, end their lives. In that addict behavior, I found there's so many things you can be addicted to. Yeah,
and I feel like I've met people who are addicted to anger as well.
Absolutely, rageaholic.
Absolutely. Yeah,
I know some.
The ones where it's like their threshold is low, and then once it's there, it can feed on itself.
Correct.
And then just keep going and going and going, and that's quite literally me with drinking.
Yes, me as well. 2
beers and a shot for that person. That's not even a handshake for me.
Yeah. That's just like, we're just warming up.
Yeah. That's just the hi, how you doing?
Yes. Yeah, I would black out as well. And at the end of my career, my drinking career, it was pretty much a guarantee if I opened a bottle of wine or poured myself a drink or got a drink somewhere, I was going to be in blackout by the end of the night. Oh, yeah. And wake up and go, not really sure what happened.
Yeah.
That's
one of my Second City coaches told me this. I'm sure it's wide known. What is it? 100 drinks is not enough and 1 drink is too many?
Yes, correct. Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, I think that I had the same experience with alcohol in that once I had one, I literally couldn't get enough in me.
Yes. And I was talking to somebody recently, another sober person, and I was telling him, I was like, I don't know if I used to make bad decisions because I was drinking or I was drinking so that I could make bad decisions.
I really want to make bad decisions, but I can't do it sober.
I want to do that thing, but I shouldn't. So this Michael wouldn't do it.
Exactly.
I'll be back though.
I'll be back in about 30.
Let me go over here and get that other mic.
That's right.
Yeah.
My
Mr. Hyde.
Mr. Hyde. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Doctor here. I'll be right back.
I have to go talk to Jack Daniels.
I have to go check on my pharmacist real quick.
To go see if there's any Listerine.
Then I'll be right back. Yeah. Spearmint, my good man. Keep them coming.
Window green over here. I'll take window green on the rocks.
The side of floss.
Well, I will say this. Their teeth are immaculate. Even though they have ulcers.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh. So I know you have a few podcasts yourself.
Yes. I have currently, which I have to have you on.
Oh.
I have the R.A.P podcast. The R.A.P is an acronym that stands for Regular Ass People.
Say it one more time.
Regular Ass People.
I love it.
Yes.
I'm a regular ass person.
Yeah, I would like to think most of us are. I would hope so. And then that one's kind of the loose one. It's just myself. I like to interview and talk with other creatives, but also, people in general. I've had on lawyers, doctors. I'm talking to the guys. There's a couple of good guys at the fire station right down the way. I'm trying to have them on.
Nice.
But just in general, but particularly creatives. Then I'm also one of the co-hosts for Professor and Comedian Walking to the Bar, which is it's done out of Northwestern University. And so there we actually have been lucky enough to get some pretty high caliber creatives and comedians to come on, as well as some pretty high caliber academics to come on. So we are actually this week releasing an interview we did with the mayor of Evanston.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah, and we just were privileged enough to interview Leon Rogers, who's a radio host and comedian, legendary comedian out of Chicago. But we've also done like Zainab Johnson. There's some other key folks that are coming up.
And it's called
Professor and a Comedian Walk into a Bar. PCWB for short.
I love that.
So yeah. You gotta have it for that one. That is a mouthful. When we shout out my co-hosts Samir and Saper. Saper actually came up with he's a professor at Northwestern, and he came up with the name, and then after a while he was like, I don't know, it feels like a name other people might use. Let's check the internet. Oh, it looks like a couple of people might have like a similar name. I said a such and such and a such and such walk into a bar. It might be the second joke ever created.
Of course there's going to be.
Of course, yeah.
So how did you connect with them?
Met both of them on the scene in the office.
They're both comics.
So Saper ended up running into me at a club, saw me performing, was like, hey, I'm a professor. I'm really into comedy. He thought whatever he thought about me, and then he invited me to come talk to his class. I'll tell you, I don't genuinely get nervous. I get keyed up to get on stage and perform, but I don't get nervous like that.
Yeah.
Sit in a room full of millennials.
Oh.
And just talking without necessarily driving for laughs constantly, especially not laughs at a pace like you're at a comedy club, but just sitting there talking to a room full of kids for an hour.
Yeah.
Kids that I don't understand. I don't know what 6'7" is. I don't want to know. It's past my...
I don't even know it.
Exactly. Whatever trends they're into. I don't know. So I'm just... That was a bit nerve-wracking. Because you're just looking at...
You're out of your element.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that was very interesting. And then... Just through the course of our relationship, we developed a podcast, and then we produce comedy shows now together, and we've been doing some awesome stuff. We're traveling, doing some awesome stuff.
That is so wonderful. I'm gonna have to listen into that one.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. We went out not too long ago to L.A. and interviewed like a Sophia Noble, pretty high caliber. Professor out there. We're going to be doing some more traveling and producing a show at Zany's Rosemont here, as well as a fundraise show for South Sudan. So yeah, doing some awesome things.
Amazing.
With that team.
So that will be the podcast live. Or is that just okay? Awesome.
Yeah, so we do the podcast live, and then we're also doing like comedy shows as well.
Okay, so some comics, some doing the podcast. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And what's on your horizon as a stand-up comedian?
Ooh, right
Besides
now,
all that.
yeah, right now, yeah, producing shows, but just doing this. I really fell in love with comedy.
I love that.
Like
Beautiful.
in love, like it's in my heart.
Oh my God, I love it.
Being a student of the game, being on the scene, watching other people that I favor, or just watching anybody, you can learn from anybody in this game. And then performing, I genuinely love being on stage, seeing people laugh, finding what makes people tick, seeing new audiences. So right now, where it takes me, some cool things are happening for me. So
yes, that's awesome.
Yeah, I keep going to the dance and keep playing the music.
Do you still do open mics, like kind of work stuff out, or?
Yeah, I mean, there's still a few mics that I get to, but I mean, anymore these days, yeah, I'll try and work it out on stage, generally wherever I'm at, and if I'm lucky enough to be on a show, I'm at a place where I feel pretty comfortable, so I might sandwich some new material in there when I'm just on a show if I'm feeling fun and frolicky, Fun and
frolicky, yeah, because it's a good place to work out new material. I know that a lot of comics do that.
Yeah, I don't know if I have it in me or even have the time anymore to sit in a room full of 7 other comics until 12:30 in the morning. I know,
it is a marathon.
I've cut my teeth doing that.
I've
got
already
my black
been
belt.
there, done that.
Exactly. So hopefully I've set myself up where I can, get out there and stuff. But I still love just being around comics in general, creatives in general, but
it's an amazing community.
I'll go. Yeah.
And Chicago has a lovely, lovely community.
It's amazing.
Of comics.
It's amazing. Yeah, because there's so many. Every neighborhood is its own little subculture.
Is that right?
Yeah, and then so it's 77 neighborhoods in Chicago, and they all have their own little bar scene. They all have their own culture. They have their own.
Yes.
A lot of them have their own little comedy scene, their own music scene.
Wow.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, Chicago is like 77 different cities.
It really is.
Wrapped into one big one.
Which is why it makes it such a great, great town.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So when you get out there and mix and mingle, it's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Well, this show is tremendous. Like, so what are you looking for in the new year? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm continuing my podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited. I have so many wonderful guests that I'm going to be talking with.
An eclectic group of people.
Eclectic group. I just love that. I when I created this podcast, it was really to be more of a very open, expanded idea of, because I believe as people, we have spiritual journeys as a part of our journeys. And it's in a human way and it's in a personal way. And some people practice specific spiritual practices, and some people just have an inner personal spiritual journey with themselves and with life. And I think that's always occurring. And I think that I like the reason I even created this was, for me, I moved through a lot of really difficult stuff. And I was really, in a lot of pain, and not just like going to therapy or doing comedy or and all that, but, being able to look from a more expanded view at myself and my experiences really helped me to like lighten it a little bit in a way that I could move through the processing of evolving and healing and growing. And so I just, I wanted to share that with people. And also I think, like you're saying, regular ass people, regular ass people have these too. And I think I wanted to pull down the idea of the spiritual journey and the healing journey, because we're all doing it. Yes. And it doesn't need to be some like, kind of pious,
of course,
pie in the sky thing. It's right here, and we have it, and we can lean on each other, and we can learn from each other, and we can talk about it. And my healing is all come from that. Whether
it's amazing.
Yeah. So I feel really happy that this is happening and still going, and I have people like you that want to join me and be on an episode. So that was so cool. And I'm looking at stand up again for myself.
There we go.
Yeah. Because I feel like, I'm telling my story and sharing more about my life has opened that up for me to be like, okay, now I I feel like I have something I want to talk about. And
oh, yes.
Yeah. And I also have a one-woman show.
Yes.
Called the Spiritual Awakening Comedy Cabaret.
Yes.
And that has music in it. So it's like a one-woman show, acting and singing. And
that's amazing.
Thank you.
And I remember when you showed that to me. And if I could, for a moment, just give you your flowers. You have such a warm and genuine spirit, because we've worked together before. You know, I've done some editing for you, so I've watched just about everything you've done since you've been at the studio. The people you bring by, the connections you make, the subjects you do, and I just want to tell you, just from being on this side, being here, as a human being, for somebody to be interested enough in you to say, "Hey, would you like to come do, my show, my podcast, my thing?" One, that just feels good. And then to have somebody sit there and have a genuine interest in your story is food for your soul. And you not only are you offering that to me, and I've known you for some time now, but it's not like we go back, and for you to give me such a genuine positive feeling that's going to carry over with me for a long time. Now, I don't remember the guy that cut me off in traffic, but I remember Suzanne that invited me on her show and asked me about my story and gave me a platform to share something about me and give me like positive vibes and good energy going forward. And especially in a decision like talking about, addictions. It's such a powerful thing that you do. Thank you. Have to be sharing the same sentiment with a majority of the guests, and not just the guests on your show, but the other people you've been helping along your journey, because it's hard enough to do it on your own. And you're doing it on your own, and then grabbing as many folks as you can to bring along with you. And that's such a beautiful thing. And I appreciate you so much.
Thank you. That means so much to me. And same thing, like when I met you, I was like, he has such a wonderful, kind, and like Zen energy. And for those who don't know, Mike has a studio and podcast studio, and I recorded several episodes here, and that's how we started working together. Exactly. And then after getting to know him, I was like, why don't you be a guest?
Yes, thank you so much.
So when I was back in Chicago again, where I'm so happy that we got to work it out, because he got a big exciting show that he had to go to yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, it's awesome. So how was it? Was it awesome?
It was 2 shows back to back, clean show up front, and then the regular show at the end. They were both interesting. Okay. There was the second show. It started getting a little rowdy over the Bears game. Believe it or not,
people were they were playing the Packers.
Yeah,
so that's a real
So there was like 5 birthdays in the house, and some guy decided to inform the entire room that he wasn't a Bears fan. And I'm on stage, and I'm like, could you do that in like 20 minutes? It started turning up, so I had to be the funny police.
That's right. No Packers allowed in here. No Packers fans.
So I was able to wrangle them in, but it was one for the record books for sure.
So where will you be performing stand up in the next year? This year, like, what is your year plan?
Oh wow! So I'm at Second City, so shout out Up and Coming Comedy every Friday at Second City. I'm there quite often, and that is produced by one of my close friends, Samir Abdul, who is also going to be producing he's from South Sudan, so he's also going to be producing the fundraising show for Sudan. So announcements coming. I don't want to put too much of his thing out there. I am having my first production at Zany's Rosemont on January 20th. So the hopes is that that's going to be a reoccurring show.
Yeah, Zany's.
So this first one is going to be a big deal. So I'm pretty geeked up for that.
Yes, wonderful. You deserve it.
Yes, I hope so.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, I mean, there's a lot going on with. There's also the Laugh and Flow at the Flow Kitchen in Evanston, which is starting off as a monthly, and then that's probably going to be looking to go a little bit more frequent. But I'm online, I'm on the thing.
Where
I pump
can people
the stuff
find
out.
you online to check out where you'll be
Yes,
performing?
at Mike Knight Comedy on all the things, and that's Knight with a K, so MikeKnight comedy.com on everything. Yeah, there's a .com, but it's easier to find me on social media.
Yeah,
right, absolutely.
Very good. And what is your, wish for 2026?
My biggest wish, I would like for my entertainment career, my comedy career to be my main career.
Yes, amen.
Yeah, so being my own boss has always been my motivation.
Yes.
And things are going in a positive direction. So just keep pursuing that and being able to do something that you love full time.
Yes.
I think should be everybody's motivation.
Amen.
No matter what that is. If you're a barista and you love making coffee, you are living a better life than me. Yes, I'll tell you what.
Right. Yeah. I was just talking to someone said, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life.
Absolutely.
That's what we're going for.
Have you noticed that you learn the best life lessons in like the first 10 years of your life?
Yes.
All those sayings.
Yes. All those old, they're sayings for a reason, right?
And they're the simplest ones, like two in the hand is worth one.
One in the hand is worth two in the bush.
Yeah. And it's like, what? And then one day you go,
because you have this one.
Yeah. Oh, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's real.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Mike Knight, what a pleasure.
Thank you
it
so
has
much.
been talking with you. You are just such a joy.
You are
Wishing you so much success.
Absolutely.
Deserved.
Yes.
And can't wait to see you. Check out Mike Knight Comedy.
Thank you. Check out Suzanne.
On all the whole Suzanne Soul. SuzanneSoul.com.
Look at that name. Look at we have superstar names.
I know, we really do. It's
Suzanne
like
Soul, Mike
Hollywood,
Knight.
let's go.
Oh, what? Soul and Night.
Hey, that's right. Let's do it.
Yeah. Soul and Night.
That's
new
right.
podcast on the way.
That's right. Let's go.
We're gonna rock it.
That'd be awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you again.
God bless.
Thank you. Bless you.
All right. That was so fun.
That was.
Huge thanks to the funny and talented and kind and wise Mike Knight for hanging out with me and being so candid and funny and thoughtful in our conversation, which was such a good conversation. I laughed, I cried. It was better than terms of endearment. You can check out Mike's work, see where he's performing at MikeKnightComedy.com and at his handle at Mike Knight Comedy. Anyways, as always, this has been the Spiritual Shit Show podcast. My name is Suzanne Soul. Thank you so motherfucking much for listening, and I will see you on the next one. Roll it, you gorgeous minx.